What's going on, everybody? Sixes from Star Wars back again. How are we all doing, everyone? I have General Piett and Moff into Tarkin. Okay, that made no actual sense. I've got Admiral Piett and Grand Moff Tarkin. Two lovely, great figures, and as they're both wearing the exact same uniform, I thought, let's just make it easy and do a double hit review. Even though this will be kind of a little bit similar to the General Veers review, check in the description below. We're going to crack a lack and get these open anyway. I got Piett delivered a week ago alongside Darth Revan. And I got Admiral Tarkin. What am I calling him, Admiral? General... oh my god, fuck it. Grand Moff Tarkin today. I got him today. So, let's take a quick look at the box. Obviously, you can see the front. We've got both of the men in all their glory on the front. A lovely bit of artwork there. Okay, the Hasbro logo. We're going to go up the box. Star Wars Black Series. Okay, so again, same uniform. Same boxes. I mean, nothing different. Nothing changed. So, let's just... I'm going to go to the side. We got Admiral Piett there. Go to the side. We got Grand Moff Tarkin. He's 63 in the set. Piett's on his own. And we're going to the back. And this is where you can read the details if you're not really a Star Wars fan. So if you're any sort of Star Wars fan, you know what these two guys are about. So read that. Canon. Read that. It's canon. There you go. Just pause it and just read it. And obviously we've got the artwork again. On the back of the box. He's on his own. He's numbered because he's in a set. So let's get these guys out of the box, crack-lacking. One thing I do want to say is I forgot to review General Veers' box. Practically the same. If you want me to put his description in, I'll put it in the comment section below. Let me know. But anyway, check the review, it's down there. Let's get these guys open and let's have a look. Luke, I am your father. Okay, so let's take a look at Admiral Piett's little blaster weapon here. I don't know what this blaster is called. It does look like the old 4.4 Han Solo's blaster. It's a pistol with a scope on it, so it must do some sort of damage. But now we go to the little baby Death Star. Now, I'm not your amateur fan. I won't call that a little baby Death Star. No, we got the probe droid. Or you could call it the testing droid. You can call it the stabby dabby Judy droid. You can call it the test. We call it the testing droid. The mind probe droid. You know what this droid is. This is the droid that interrogates Princess Leia. The interrogation droid. Or the baby Death Star. Whatever you want to call it. There's probably many names for this. I might just call him Jeff. Because why the hell not? This is Jeff. The interrogation droid. Oh, there we go. Hello, my name is Jeff. Okay. So, yes, this is unlike Grand Moff Tarkin. He doesn't have a rewind that. Admiral Piett and General Veers have the same pistol, which we've just taken a look at. Grand Moff Tarkin comes with his Jeff droid. Bing! Which is a fantastic Sculpt by Hasbro. It's a really great little accessory to give us. I wouldn't even think they would give us something like this. This feels like something Bandai would do. SH Figure Arts or with the model kits. Something like that. Not something Hasbro would do. It'll probably be like a blaster. Maybe Death Star plans. Or I don't know. Just something like that. Just possibly the most I expected with Grand Moff Tarkin was just a blaster. That's all I expected, but to have a probe droid, interrogation droid, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to call him Jeff, it's quite good. And yeah, he comes on the plastic stand, as we can see. It's nice and clear and see-through. Wish figures would come with a plastic stand, don't you? You know, like the old 3-inch ones used to come with. That was always great. Always just come with a stand. And you can see he is on a ball joint. There's no mispaint applications on here. None of the other bits are flexible. They're all rubber bits and they're all stuck in there. They're not articulated. The only articulation you get is in the ball joint. This is all one solid cast or one solid mould that they've done, all in hard plastic, and then, as I said, the extra bits they're all rubber. But yes, the paint has been done well. I like detailing lines on this. I think if it would have been with Bandai, it would have been a more glossy, shiny finish. It's more of a matte paint finish to the figure, or to the droid, to Jeff. But I like it. It's a good little accessory. It's good to have, especially for the diorama setter-uppers, and good for the old animation, because you can have them like this. You know, boop, 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 boop. Jeff, report to the bridge at once. I do not have time for this. Let's have a look at the figures. Also, a last accessory for Piett is the hat, which makes him look a lot more like him. Without the hat, it's like, you know, we're not really used to seeing Admiral Piett without his hat. But with his hat, it looks more and more like him. So as we say, both figures are the same. I got a feeling that they've used a lighter paint on Tarkin. It looks like it, especially off camera as well. It looks like they used a lighter matte kind of paint for Grand Moff Tarkin. I don't know if you guys agree with the same. Piett's maybe a little bit more of a bigger sculpt than Tarkin. Well, they both had their ID insignias and all that on them. Both same belt. Both belts are painted the same. A little bit of a gloss on the shoe. Same knee articulation. Same leg sculpt there. Exactly the same, except the insignia. As we've got the Grand Moff insignia just on there, and then we got the Admiral insignia just on there. We'll turn the figures around and we'll get to a good old look at their face noggins. Okay, so on the back, again, they're exactly the same. Both same sculpt. Oh, what else? They're Imperial officers. They're like Stormtroopers. They're exactly the same. Not too much detailing goes on clothes outfit figures. They're always kind of Hasbro trying to get detailing them, but not too much. Especially with clothes figures, they're always like cutting corners here and there. But anyway, that is the back of the figures. So let's have a look at these wonderful face sculpts that Hasbro has done with their new sort of technology. Grand Admiral Thrawn is... oh god, mate. Thrawn, he just looks too weird in an Imperial hat, but he's modelling the hat. Boom! Here we go. So, well, Admiral Piett, that face sculpt is quite good. Hasbro's new scanning technology that they were showing off and telling us about at San Diego Comic-Con is quite paying off. And I have to say, my favourite face sculpt now has to be the Grand Moff Tarkin face sculpt. Without a doubt. That is near enough of what a Bandai, maybe close to your Hot Toys. I know Hot Toys will really go all out and start detailing. But that is close to what a high-end top figure face sculpt. That is absolutely fantastic. Now let's just get a closer look at the old Piett here. Let me just get you to focus. Come on. Why aren't you focusing? Just focus a little bit more. Come on. There we go. Add a little light to it. Focus. Yes. There we go. Wonderful. Oh, there. Aha. Good. Right, we're here. Okay, so with these two British high commands of the Empire's elite, we are taking a look at Piett. So, not General Piett. I've done that, but how many times have I made that mistake in this video? Admiral Piett. The face sculpt on him is fantastic. It's just a basic face sculpt. He doesn't go and do the old hipster, style his hair, top noggin on his hair. And it's nice to see that there's no creased hairlines as well on the top of his head. But, yes, Hasbro, you've done a really good job with this face sculpt. There's no mispaints, there's no misjudged. This figure I got from K-Pow Toys. So, I know they always ship out quality in their figures. But, let's go to... ba-boom! Wow, Hasbro. My congratulations to you. Why is my camera just not focusing at all? I have no idea. It's not... There we go. There we go. Hasbro, as I've been saying, a top quality face sculpt. The technology that you're using, keep pumping it out on the figures because it really is paying off. You guys have done a fantastic job with the face sculpt. The detailing in Tarkin's on point. The posture, everything. Just the way he looks, the hair, you name it. Hasbro, you've done this down to a T. This is an incredible figure that everyone should pick up, no matter what. Keeping in boxes, collectors, you name it. This has to be in everyone's collection. It's Tarkin, for peak's sake. He needs to be in your collection. Don't you feel like with Tarkin, he needs that? No, I'm not saying this because he's just British, but wouldn't it make his character more menacing if he walked around with a cup of tea, or a mug of coffee in his hand? Wouldn't that just make him more menacing, more high upper class, wouldn't it? How much would that suit that character? I imagine that, eh? Hasbro, a little accessory there for you to put out, and bring a cup out with Tarkin next time. And speaking of accessories, would it be nice to have a mouse droid with one of these figures? Instead of just having a soul blaster, with Piett, I think if they're going to do droids, why can't they bring out a little mouse droid at the bottom of the pack? We got one with Hux. Why can't the 3-inch one? Why can't we get one with the Black Series? Surely it won't cost you much to make, and you get all this spare plastic, so surely you can recast the plastic, recycle it, and make it into little mouse droids. What are you using? Is using black paint. As simple as that. But anyway, both face sculpts I absolutely love. Hasbro, your top face sculpt has to go to Tarkin. I mean, absolutely fantastic. I really would love to see Bandai have a go at this figure, because to see what they can do with the face sculpt is amazing. I've seen a lot of people repaint the face sculpt and just make these features a lot darker and highlight it more. Looks great, but I'm more than happy enough to keep both figures like this, because Hasbro are really pushing the boat out on their face sculpts and putting the detailing out there. Now, I have to say a little bit of gripes on this. I got this one from A1 Toys. Unfortunately, the quality isn't that great. His hip articulation is a little bit too loose, and there's a bit of, I don't know if you can see in front and center, but there's a little paint application splodge, which if you watch my channel, you know I hate them. And also the, I don't know if you can see it because the light is really shining fiercely, but there's a little casting line on there, and also on the face. I don't think I'll be able to get it this time because my camera is not, he wants a weekend off. But you can see the print lines where they've done out on the face, so obviously that wasn't, this one was either rushed through or wasn't taken care of. But anyway, that's only if you look up close. Both figures I highly rate. Both have great range of articulation. Let me just show you. Okay, so we got the old his drinking tea hand there. He can drink his tea and bend down, and you can look around and look up, look down, and you know, plan if he needs to evacuate in his moment of triumph. We'll put him there against my no budget backdrop. Again, good articulation on Admiral Piett. Oh, do you know what? I'll just talk about it. I think I've got the name right for once this time. Haha, get in there. Yes, no loose leg joints, which is nice. Yep, exactly what we need. No loose joints. The only loose joints that we've got is on Grand Moff Tarkin. I gotta say, I absolutely love this figure. This has become one of my favourite figures. I can't say favourite because he's up there. I love Thrawn. Reviews down below on the channel. We'll go and find it. But these guys and the face sculpts that Hasbro are putting out, they really are knocking it out of the park. So keep it up, Hasbro. Good job. Highly recommend these figures. I thank you guys for watching this quick fire review of Piett, Grand Moff Tarkin. We can't really say much because they're both the same uniform, same colour, different insignias. There's not really much you can talk about. Not like Stormtroopers where there's detailing everywhere on their armour. But anyway, I highly recommend you guys go out there and find the figures. If you're in the UK, your best bet is probably to get him is eBay. A1 Toys did have him. I don't know at the time of this video if he's still in stock. I will link down below if I find any links to find him in the UK. In America, I know he's popped up in a few Targets, a few Walmarts. Again, out there, check eBay. But over in the UK, make sure you keep your eyes on eBay. And obviously the odd toy sites as well. Because once he comes out, he goes quick. Because he's such a fantastic figure. And as a well-known character, he goes quick. Anyway, guys, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little review. I've been 6 years of Star Wars. May the Force be with you. Let's do some little photo taking, shall we?
You are in command now, Admiral Piett.